Many seek answers by comparing biblical prophecies about the end times with America's modern role in the world. Here are the main perspectives that exist within the Christian community, from the most common to the more controversial. America is not. Many seek answers by comparing biblical prophecies about the end times with America's modern role in the world. Here are the main perspectives that exist within the Christian community, from the most common to the more controversial. America is not mentioned directly, but its fate is tied to general prophecies. Many modern prophetic interpreters, such as John Hagee, David Wilkerson, see signs of America's decline in the scripture. Their arguments are, first, spiritual and moral decline, legalization of abortion, departure from biblical values, rise of occultism, is viewed as a cause of future judgment. Second, economic collapse. Revelation 18, the fall of Babylon the Great, the system of global trade and luxury, is often cited. Some see in this the fall of the American economic system as well. Third, absence from the decisive battle. In the prophetic battle of Armageddon, Revelation 16:16, and the war of Gog and Magog, Ezekiel 38-39, specific nations are traditionally listed: Russia, Iran, China, African, and Eastern coalitions. The absence of obvious Western powers from these lists suggests that America may by that time be neutralized, economically, politically, or due to internal crisis. Symbolic identification, America as Babylon? This is a more controversial but popular viewpoint in some circles. Proponents believe that America, or Western civilization as a whole, corresponds to the description of Babylon the Great in Revelation 17:18. Arguments for global cultural and economic hegemony, the mixing of peoples, melting pot, influence on all nations through trade, culture, and technology, as well as its frequently criticized moral decline. Arguments against traditional interpretation sees Babylon as either a revived Roman Empire in a religious, political sense, or a literal city, perhaps Rome, or a future global center. A direct projection onto the USA is considered a stretch. Optimistic scenario, America as a force protecting Israel. Some Christians, especially in evangelical circles in the USA, say they believe God blessed America for its historical support of Israel in the spread of the gospel. They hope America will retain its strength until the rapture of the church, to be one of the last bastions of freedom and protection for the Jewish people before the coming of the Antichrist. The Bible does not give us a map of the future geopolitical order, but it gives clear spiritual principles. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. Proverbs 14:34. Any state that forgets God and relies on its own power, wealth, and military might will ultimately be humbled. Examples: Babylon, Tyre, Rome. Judgment begins with the house of God, 1 Peter 4:17. Therefore, America's fate directly depends on the state of its church. Conclusion and main idea. From the perspective of classical biblical prophecy, America is not a unique prophetic object. Its future is not linked to a prediction of its name in the scripture, but to its choice. Will it remain a nation that, despite all its contradictions, largely honors biblical principles and protects Israel, or will it finally slide into moral relativism and pride, which according to biblical logic will lead to God's judgment and a loss of influence? Thus, instead of searching for the name America in the Bible, believers are encouraged to evaluate its path through the prism of eternal principles: justice, mercy, and humility before God. Its destiny, like that of any empire in history, will be determined by this choice.